Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. This is Brian Adams. So excited to welcome you guys to the Inspire podcast. And this is an exciting time of year here at the Integrity family. This is our fourth quarter, and it's the most important time of year for our business. If you're playing a football game and you start the fourth quarter, everybody knows you've got to dig deep, work harder so that you can win the game. And the fourth quarter for us is such an important time for all of us to be able to serve more people with their life, health, and wealth needs. And so we have so much fun here at Integrity with what we call game time. And it's where we all come together really to push hard and work harder in the fourth quarter to make sure that we have everything it takes to wrap up the year strong and lead us into 2023 in the best way possible. Now, we have a lot of new family members here at the Integrity family. And if this is your first game time, well, you are in for a treat. We have a lot of incredible swag, a lot of credible activity challenges, tailgate parties, and a lot of incredible things that we do to come together and have fun. We're going to work hard, but play hard as well and have a lot of fun together. And I will tell you, there is a lot of special swag that we will be sending out to all of you here in the Integrity family this year. This year's Integrity swag is taking it up a notch. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. And part of that is just to make sure that you know how much you're appreciated during this time of year as you're working hard and providing such great coverage for all of the families that we serve as well. So we're going to be sharing a game time kickoff announcement and video later today. So watch that for the exciting news to just tell you a little bit more about what we're going to be able to do here and what we're going to be sharing. I will tell you, some of the activity challenges are going to be so much fun. The tailgate parties will be bigger than ever. And I know my family looks forward to this time of year because of the swag. And my kids always are excited about seeing what I bring home pretty much every week, part of the Integrity swag as well. One of the new things that we're going to be also introducing this year, we've never done this before, is our Game Time Hail Mary. Each Monday on our Inspire podcast, we'll be giving you a Hail Mary keyword or phrase. So think about a radio show where they say the keyword is, and if you're listening, you can call in and try to claim a prize. Well, this time what we're going to be doing is having a Game Time Hail Mary keyword or phrase, and it's only on the Inspire podcast. If you hear that, you can send in a quick email to make sure that your name is listed to try to get into this prize drawing. And so be sure that you tune in every single week for Inspire to hear the Hail Mary keyword. And once you hear that, go to integritymarketing.com/gametime. So integritymarketing.com/gametime to input your answer. And we'll randomly select a winner for a gift card every single week. So get ready. This is our first ever Hail Mary that we've ever thrown. So go to integritymarketing.com/gametime right now, because today's Game Time Hail Mary is called Opening Drive. So if you heard Opening Drive, go to integritymarketing.com/gametime, type in Opening Drive right now, and you'll be entered to win a gift card, which will be really fun. So this is going to be a lot of fun time that we're having here in the Integrity family. And truly, game time is just such a special part of our culture as we all get ready to, again, push really hard, work really hard, but also have a lot of fun and show our appreciation to all of you as part of Game Time 2022. And it will really set us up into getting ready for 2023 like never before. Now, one of the things I'm so excited about all of our Inspire podcasts is the opportunity we have to come together and celebrate in so many ways. And one of the things that we get to do is celebrate new partners joining the Integrity family And today we have another exciting announcement that we're adding another amazing partner to the Integrity family. I'm so excited to announce that Anderson Kent Insurance Agency has joined the Integrity family. As part of this, Jim Anderson, the founder of Anderson Kent, will become a partner here at Integrity, and Boyd Kent, president of Anderson Kent Insurance Agency, will become a managing partner here at Integrity. And both Jim and Boyd have a long history in the insurance industry. And Jim started working in the insurance business back in the mid-1960s when he was hired as the very first agent by another Integrity partner, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Scott Riddle. And today, Anderson Kent Insurance Agency seeks to serve the 65-plus market with Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement plans. They're headquartered in Waco, Texas, and primarily focus on helping seniors in the Texas market. And over the last few years, Anderson Kent Insurance Agency has built a great reputation for being straight shooters who are very personable and caring about their agents and their agents' clients. And now, by becoming part of the Integrity family, Anderson Kent Insurance Agency can tap into so many of our powerful resources, support, technology, products, and platforms to help empower their agents to better serve their customers. They'll also benefit by some of the back office services that we offer to our partners like marketing and people and culture services and so many other resources, including technology support to help them grow even faster. And so on behalf of all of the Integrity partners, it is my honor to welcome Jim and Boyd to the Integrity family and to the Integrity Inspire podcast. Guys, we could not be more honored to have you join Integrity today, and we are just so excited to have you part of the Integrity family. Congratulations, guys.
We're excited. Yeah, we're really ready.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, as I mentioned, you guys were the first partners that joined Scott Riddle Agency a long time ago. And as I mentioned, one of the people that I admire the most in this business, one of the most encouraging and inspiring individuals. Every time we have a new partner announced, Scott Riddle is the very first one who says, I want to be the one to be the first to welcome them to the Integrity family. And so I thought it would be fitting to have Scott on to say, welcome to the Integrity family right here on today's Inspire podcast. Scott, are you there with us, man?
Yes, sir. And you talk about excited, and I can't even think what any words that can describe how I feel about getting these two guys in to be Integrity partners. Because I'm going to correct you a little bit, Brian. Jim was the first agent I ever hired. I got him a miner's release when he was 17 years old to get his license, and he's followed me throughout my career. He followed me to Arizona when I formed my first company. He's been there a long time, and it just feels like one of my kids has joined Integrity now. So that's what I've got to say. And Boyd came to us. I knew Boyd as a high school student and as a Baylor student because his mother worked with us. And his mother was probably one of the best agents we ever had. And Boyd came in after he graduated from Baylor and said, I'm ready to go to work. I said, what do you want to do? I don't have a place for a Baylor graduate. He says, I want to sell insurance. So I thought if the greatness of his mother rubbed off on him, I'd give him a try. And Boyd has been I can just seen him grow so much over the years and couldn't be more proud of Boyd coming in as a partner too. We got two good guys in there, Brian.
Man, that is so exciting. And Scott, listen, you are a legend in our business and one of the guys I look up to the most. And I love how you are always the first one who welcomes the Integrity partners. There's a few of you that kind of compete to try to be the first one to make a phone call. But I hear this all the time from our partners that even the ones who've never met you, they say, man, I got a call from Scott Riddle today to welcome me to Integrity, and just how inspiring that is for them and how much that means for them to have that welcoming spirit as part of that. I remember when you and I first met a long time ago, and we were talking about Integrity and what we were hoping to build, and you were one of the early partners that joined us and saw this vision. Did you have any idea what we were building when we first got started? I mean, what do you think right now?
Let me tell you, Brian, I knew it was a great thing, but I didn't have a clue that you were going to take us. I knew you were going to take us a long way, but not this far. what you've done the last 4 years is just remarkable.
Well, I don't know if I've done anything special, but what we've done together has been so much fun. And I know you and your whole family have certainly been enjoying this ride. And certainly Miss Jackie Huggins and everybody in your office have just been such great partners for everybody here. I think we've got Jackie on the line too. Jackie, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, I'm here. Thank you for asking me to join the call today.
Man, can you believe what we're building? I mean, I truly believe we're just getting started. I'm probably one of the most frustrated people in our business. Patrick Bet-David and I were talking the other day, and he said, I can't believe you're probably one of the most frustrated guys I've ever talked to. And I said, yeah, because I think we can accomplish so much more. And I truly believe we're just getting started. And I truly believe that, especially now being able to add Anderson Kent and the rest of the team here. I mean, I just love how we've all come together. What do you love the most about this, Jackie?
Brian, I would just kind of echo what Scott said. We're just amazed at how far we've come. And I think I would say I'm just kind of enjoying the journey, just, something new and exciting every week. And I'm just really enjoying the journey and seeing how far we can take this.
Well, we've got a long ways to go, but it's getting to be a lot of fun. Now, you also worked with Anderson Kent for a long time. I'd love for you to be able to say welcome as well.
Oh, I'm so happy to. Boyd and Jim, I am absolutely thrilled to hear this news that you're going to be joining Integrity. Guys, we've known each other forever. Boyd, as a matter of fact, I think we got started right about the same time in insurance. And I think we started the same year. Jim, you've always been such a great mentor and a friend to us. And Boyd, I wanted to give a shout out to your mom, Barbara. Barbara's always been an inspiration to me. I've learned so much from her. And guys, I just wanted to say you've been a part of the Scott Riddle Agency family for a really long time. And now I'm really excited to be one of the first ones to welcome you to the Integrity family.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome, guys.
Well, Jim and Boyd, this is truly a family. And I think we're building something completely different than anything else out there because of that family nature and great partners like Scott and Jackie and the rest of the team all coming together looking for ways to serve more people. And so we're just honored to have you guys. And Scott and Jackie, thank you so much for jumping on today. Love you more than you ever will know, and appreciate you guys more than I can express for sure.
I love you guys too.
Well, thank you so much. Look, I know you guys, we've already mentioned some of your history in the business, but would love to have you guys share a little bit more details. And Jim, as Scott just mentioned, you got started young in the business. Tell us about how that all came about and how you really got going in the business here.
Well, it's kind of funny. I'm going to tell you something Riddle might not have told you how he got in the business. He was in the Highway Patrol School. He had got out of the Highway Patrol School and decided he'd go in the insurance business. And I was in college, starving to death. So he was doing real good. And he talked to me when I came in from college and said, hey, you want to start selling insurance? And I was way too young because I had graduated high school early. So he got my disabilities removed, and I sold part-time in college and then quit and went full-time in 62 or 3, somewhere along in there. And that started my insurance career. And actually, other than my dad owning a supermarket, it's the only job I've ever had.
Wow. I would love to just hear all the stories you could tell about this. I mean, I bet you could tell so many incredible stories about how you guys got started and all the journey along the way, the ups and the downs, right?
Yeah, I could tell you some sales stories that you would never stop laughing. And we can go on forever,
What's your favorite one? We love to laugh here at Integrity. What's your favorite one?
Okay, I think in 1962, I was riding with Scott, and he was retraining because I'd been in college. And we were down in Brazoria, Texas. Yeah, we had finished the day calling on people because back then you just walk up, knock on the door. We were driving down the road, listening to this radio show, and he was listening to a talk show. And the guy talking on it was Russell Stangler. We'll never forget the guy's name. We listened to him talk, and we'll say, come on, we're going to write him some insurance. And we went and found his house and wrote him insurance. And that was, to get a lead off of a deal like that. And then, of course, that one got him into so many, it was unbelievable. But that's probably the unique ones driving down the road.
It's driving down the road here, and it'd be like somebody listening to some talk show host and saying, I'm going to go knock on his door. So y'all just walked up to his door, knocked on it, and said, hey, I need to find you some insurance.
That's exactly what happened. It was dark nearly before we found his house and everything.
Back in those days, you didn't have a smartphone. You didn't have a cell phone. So it wasn't like you could just Google that. So what did you do? Go to a payphone booth and look through the phone booth?
Actually, I don't remember how we found him. Do you, really?
Yeah, don't you remember? I stopped at that little old service station. I knew him well
that's right.
in that area. Just asked if they knew where Russell Stanger lived.
Yeah, that's right. Little bitty, because it was a country deal.
You weren't going to take no for an answer, were you, Scott?
No, sir.
That is awesome. What about you, Boyd? How'd you get into the business?
Well, I was at Baylor to be a lawyer. I was raised in the business. I used to ride with my mother when I was a kid. Scott had her going everywhere, so I would go with her sometimes when I was out of school. But I planned on being a lawyer at Baylor, and then I actually looked at my grades and figured out that probably wasn't going to happen unless, there was a miracle somewhere. So I just, like Scott said, I walked into the office one day and said, I'm ready to go to work. And then it happened. He did. He said, what do you want to do? I'm here to sell insurance. So that's how we got going. And if you could be around the three of us and listen to the stories that I get to hear, it's a lot of fun. But the thing that happened with us is when Scott had a new guy that was doing pretty good, I actually forgot about it. He asked me to ride with him. We didn't know the guy too much, and Scott didn't know that he had a few issues going on, but we're sitting on our appointment going on our policy, and the guy falls asleep on the appointment in the middle of his presentation. And I had to slide the paper over and go through the presentation with the people, and to my shock, they bought it. And I thought, man, this is a great business. You can sell when somebody falls asleep while they're going through the deal.
He just fell asleep while he was the one talking?
I swear that's the truth. He's on some medication, and he must have taken too much and he literally nodded off and fell asleep. Didn't wake up until it was time to sign the application.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing that you were able to sell that policy. So I got started when I was in college, and I had this manager. The guy recruiting me was super sharp, super put together, and he asked me to go to this little town called Plainview, Texas, which is I was in Lubbock, and so it was 53 miles one way, and so I drive over there, and so this guy, his manager's name, this guy named Terry, and Terry would drive around. He would smoke the whole time, sitting in his car, his little minivan. He would never roll down his windows. I remember rolling down my window one of the first days I was with him, and he said, roll that window up. It's too hot out here. And I said, man, I'm just trying to catch a breath. Like, I'm struggling breathing in here, because he would smoke just one after the other. And we got to this house, and we sat down with this sweet lady, and she starts sneezing. She goes, oh, my gosh, guys, I am so allergic to smoke. I cannot do this. You guys got to leave. And Terry was about the best salesman. He was not a very trustworthy person, but he was a salesman. And he leans over and he goes, oh, ma'am, I am so allergic to smoke, too. And we were just at this lady's house, sweet lady. I was helping her, one of your neighbors down here. She was smoking a cigarette, and she was blowing that smoke right on us. And I, too, am really allergic. But if I can get through this, you think you'll be able to get through this? And sure enough, he sold her right there. And we got back in the car, and I said, I think I've learned about all I can from you, so I'm going to start going out on my own. But, man, those old days were something special. Fun times for sure.
35 years ago. We both started, and it was actually longer than 35 years ago, but we were making appointments for agents for Scott, and we would call each other because neither one of us knew what we were doing, and we were trying to talk ourselves through it. So we've come a long way in 35, 36 years, Jackie.
I agree, Boyd. I agree.
Some of those days, like, you guys are bringing up so many old memories for me. I mean, I don't know if people, now we've got all this incredible technology and, with Medicare Center and everything else that we're creating. The world it's different. I don't know if it's easier, but it's certainly different. But There are so many of those funny stories that we could just tell about all the incredible things. And look, I know you guys have experienced so much and you've seen so much of the industry over the years. What has it been about y'all's agency that you guys have really created such a distinction between you and everybody else?
Well, first of all, Brian, we're two of the most fortunate people in the world to learn from, like you said, two of the legends, from Scott Riddle and Mel Copeland. And they taught us to look for different ways of doing business. And I think the way we do it is very unique. First of all, we are one big family, just like we're joining now. Everything we do is about our agents and about our clients. We don't take everybody for an agent like we did at first. Jim has me interview everybody that comes in here. And we want people that want to take care of people and serve other people. Because I believe if they do that, but Jim and I have the same belief, that you never have to worry about a check for the rest of your life if you take care of them. But we're big about having close ties with our agents. We're with them every day. And we'll put our agents against anybody in the country as far as having character and integrity. And I think that's what integrity is all about. And that's part of the reason we're excited to join you all.
Man, I love that. I think that you're so right. The money is frankly a byproduct of the overall system. And if you serve enough people, as Zig Ziglar said, if you serve enough people, you can get whatever you want, right? You help enough people get what they want, you can get whatever you want. I just believe that is so true in so many different ways. So listen, you guys have had so much success over the years. What caused you guys to think about joining Integrity today?
Well, we were able to sit back and watch how y'all worked from people that we know, from partners that we know very well. We were able to not get secondhand information, but actually be part of it and see that y'all actually do what you say you're going to do. And, the way you do things is the right way. And we just thought that, the time's coming, we need to be with somebody bigger than us to be able to give our agents and our clients the most help we can and to expand the way we want to expand. And y'all are doing it first class. Everything that we've heard and everything we've been around has been that way. And when Scott and I and Jim talked about it, there was never a doubt that's the way we wanted to go when it was explained to us. And, it's just an exciting time for us.
Man, that's exciting. And we really appreciate that. Now, you guys both have one of the things I love about the Inspire podcast. We get to learn more about people individually a little bit more. But you both have some fascinating interests beyond your work in the insurance business. And I love hearing these stories about how people have done so many things outside of the business. Jim, I understand that you're, not many people are in a Hall of Fame, but I understand you're in two of them, right?
Well, yes, sir. Yeah, I pitched horseshoes. Started in high school pitching horseshoes, and there is what's called national professional horseshoe pitchers, and I started pitching in it a long time ago, and was inducted about 5 years ago into the Horseshoe Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I pitched horseshoes all over the United States, Brian. Our world tournaments, we have about 16,000 members. And I've pitched in nearly every state there is in world tournaments.
Wow. And what was the other?
Yeah, the other is a rodeo cowboy. I rode bulls while I was selling insurance. Even out in Arizona, I was a rodeo cowboy, bull rider. Rode bulls from 61 to 67 too, and got put in their Texas Hall of Fame.
Now, did you ever get hurt riding bulls?
Well, that's why I quit. Yeah, I got hurt. I tore my knee up twice, and I was getting married. My wife said, "I'll marry you if you quit riding," and of course I quit riding.
And you picked up the horseshoes, started pitching.
Rodeo, I was.
Yeah, rodeo and horseshoes go together pretty well.
Yeah, they go together. In our downtime, we pitch horseshoes a lot in the arena, around arenas,
That's awesome. Now, Boyd, I understand you're really into softball. How did you get into softball?
Well, I had daughters. And, my first year being an assistant coach, sat around after practice waiting for all the people to pick their kids up. And, I'm one of those people that's on time. And when time's up, I kind of expect everybody to be there. And after being upset for a few weeks, I started getting to know the parents and realized that half the kids that had parents that were single, trying to drop 3 or 4 kids off and doing the best they could. So at that time, we built a field at our house with indoor batting cages and everything else. And they never had to worry about that anymore because they were in the house watching TV or eating dinner with my kids. So that's what got us started in it, and it kind of progressed from there.
That's so cool, man. I think there's so much fun to be had spending time with your family like that. And, my boys are in flag football right now. They've been into a bunch of stuff, and it's just been fun to, kind of watch that and be part of that in so many different ways. Well, hey, guys, Jim and Boyd, we're so honored to be your partners. This is going to be such an exciting opportunity for all of us to come together and serve more people, and can't wait to give you guys more resources to certainly do that. And so I want to say thank you for trusting us, and certainly want to thank Scott Riddle and certainly Jackie Huggins on just all the great things that you guys have been able to add to our partnership as well. So congratulations, guys. We're incredibly honored to be your partner. Can't wait to see what we can accomplish together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you. We're glad to be part of the family, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Hey, guys, the good old days are right now. We're going to have a lot of fun. I think Scott and Jackie would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Scott said it's like sitting around a campfire. It's going to be interesting with a bunch of y'all folks. So stories will be great.
It's going to be fun for sure. Again, get ready for Game Time 2022. That's going to be the best game time ever. And remember the Hail Mary. And so if you remember, you go on and put in the word opening drive right now as part of that, integritymarketing.com/game time, and get ready for the best game time ever. We're going to have so much fun and serve so many people in this fourth quarter. And so, again, thanks for everything you guys do. Welcome to the family, Anderson Ken Insurance Agency, and thanks for all the people who joined us today. This is going to be a lot of fun as we continue serving more people together. God bless you all. Have a great week. Take care, guys.